What if your dream vacation turned into a nightmare and you found yourself swimming in a lake teeming with crocodiles? This is what happened to Isabel Von Jordan. She was the victim of one of the most terrifying saltwater crocodile attacks ever recorded. One moment, Isabel was enjoying her vacation, and the next, a huge crocodile appeared and dragged her away. It makes us wonder, why didn't anyone from the group come to her rescue in those critical moments? And why didn't the tour guide warn about the dangerous crocodiles in the area? Let's rewind to the last minutes of Isabel Von Jordan and uncover the chilling events that led to her tragic fate. It has been estimated that about 1,000 people are killed by crocodiles each year, sending shivers down the spine as we enter the realm of these ancient and fearsome predators. Among these formidable reptiles, the saltwater crocodile and the Nile crocodile stand out for their well-documented history of preying on humans. In sub-Saharan Africa, the Nile crocodile is responsible for hundreds of deadly attacks annually. These ambush predators strike with deadly precision, lurking beneath the water's surface, waiting to snatch their unsuspecting victims. The Nile crocodile's enormous size and powerful jaws make it a formidable adversary, capable of delivering lethal bites. In the waters of Southeast Asia, Australia, New Guinea, and the Solomon Islands, it's the saltwater crocodile that strikes fear into the hearts of those who venture into their territory. With an incredible ability to adapt to both freshwater and saltwater environments, saltwater crocs roam vast stretches of coastline and venture far out to sea. What makes salties unique is their preference for saltwater habitats. While other crocodiles can tolerate salt water using special glands, salties actively venture into the open ocean. Their powerful swimming abilities allow them to cover incredible distances, cruising from rivers to the vast expanse of the open ocean. Researchers have tagged and tracked saltwater crocodiles to study their movements. Astonishingly, one of these crocs traveled an astounding 375 miles in just 25 days, from the North Kennedy River to the Gulf of Carpentaria. These mighty reptiles seem to thrive in saltwater environments, even developing barnacle growth on their backs from spending weeks at sea. Unlike their lazier cousins, saltwater crocs are agile and active hunters, cruising through the waters day and night. They are among the most aggressive and fearless of all crocodile species. This makes them potent predators, capable of taking on even intruding boats. Sadly, their aggressive nature has led to devastating encounters with humans. In their territories, salties can be highly territorial, defending their space fiercely. While most attacks are believed to be territorial in nature, predatory attacks do occur, posing a significant risk to those venturing into their habitat. In the early 1900s, saltwater crocs were hunted extensively in Australia for their valuable meat, eggs, and skin. Unregulated hunting pushed their numbers to the brink of extinction, with their population declining by a staggering 95%. Thankfully, conservation efforts stepped in, and saltwater crocs became a protected species. Over time, their population recovered, marking an impressive comeback. However, this resurgence came with a downside: an increase in attacks on humans. One unfortunate incident involved Isabel Von Jordan, a young student from Germany. It was a fateful night in Bali when Isabel and Valerie found themselves at Sari Club, a bustling open-air bar known for its vibrant atmosphere. Little did they know that a car, rigged with a bomb, was parked nearby, waiting to wreak havoc. Suddenly, chaos erupted as the bomb detonated, unleashing a devastating blast that claimed the lives of 202 people and injured 209 more. In the midst of this horrifying terrorist attack, Isabel and Valerie's lives were changed forever. Miraculously, the sisters managed to survive the blast, and they made their way to the Royal Darwin Hospital in Australia, where their wounded friends had been evacuated. The sight of their injured friends served as a stark reminder of the terror that they had just survived. Grateful for their own survival, Isabel and Valerie sought solace in each other's company and decided to spend the remainder of their vacation in Kakadu National Park. Kakadu, one of Australia's largest national parks, offered a haven for the sisters to heal and reestablish a connection with nature. The park's vast mangrove-lined coast, boundless floodplains, and diverse wildlife presented an opportunity for reflection and rejuvenation. But little did they know, unfortunately, Isabel's luck would run out, and going to the park would be a grave mistake. Wanting to experience the stunning beauty of the Australian wilderness, Isabel and Valerie embarked on a 4-day tour with 9 other tourists, led by Glenn Robles, a 46-year-old guide working for Gondwana Adventure Tours. Everything had been going great, and the sisters were enjoying their trip thus far. However, The unraveling of their lives began on October 22nd, just 10 days after they had barely escaped the bombing in Bali. It was a quiet evening, filled with laughter, as Isabel and Valerie hung out with the rest of the tourists. At around 10:30 p.m., one of the tourists suggested they freshen up and go for a night swim. Glenn, the guide, told everyone that he knew just the right place. It was Sandy Billabong, a campground with fresh water in the heart of Kakadu. Excitement filled the air as they arrived at the campsite, eager to take a quick dip in the water. However, some of the tourists became concerned when they noticed signs warning about the presence of crocodiles in the area. Glenn quickly dismissed their worries, assuring everyone that the waters were safe, and only harmless freshwater crocodiles roamed there. He added that no saltwater crocodiles were present, and even mentioned that Aboriginal people had been swimming there for years, which indicated its safety. Although some of the tourists remained hesitant, Glenn used his torch to shine on the water's surface, showing that there was nothing lurking beneath. Convinced by his experience and reassurances, the campers felt at ease. After all, Glenn had been a guide there for 13 years already. Around 11 p.m., some of the campers, including Isabel and Valerie, entered the water. Glenn left the camp briefly to meet with another guide for a nearby group, planning to invite them for a swim as well. As the campers floated in the calm and peaceful waters of Sandy Billabong, they chatted and shared laughs, unaware of the dangers lurking below. Unbeknownst to them, a large saltwater crocodile emerged from underneath the surface, swimming just a couple of feet below the unsuspecting tourist. The moonlight was not enough to reveal the creature's presence, leaving them blissfully unaware of the imminent danger that awaited them. Then it happened. In one swift motion, the crocodile torpedoed through the water, hitting James, one of the tourists, like a freight train. However, the crocodile wasn't interested in him. Within seconds, the massive 15-foot, 1,100-pound predator had grabbed hold of Isabel, pulling her by the leg. She desperately tried to fight back and swim up, but she was no match for the powerful creature's jaws. Isabel let out a scream, alerting James and Valerie, but in the blink of an eye, she was nowhere to be found. Initially, the group thought it was a prank by one of the tourists, but after a minute or two, they realized something terrible had happened. They quickly made their way back to the shore and aimed their flashlights in the water. What they saw horrified them. The saltwater crocodile's eyes reflected the light, and its huge outline could be seen swimming along the surface of the water. Isabel was gone. Authorities immediately launched a search for Isabel. At around 6:30 a.m., park rangers made a gruesome discovery. Isabel's badly mutilated body was still in the mouth of the crocodile as it floated in the water. The rangers acted swiftly, killing the crocodile and retrieving Isabel's body. In the subsequent investigations, authorities discovered that Glenn, the guide, had acted irresponsibly. He was supposed to know that there were saltwater crocodiles in the area, yet he allowed the group to swim. Glenn pleaded guilty and received a 3-year suspended prison sentence for his negligence. The sheer size and strength of the 15-foot saltwater crocodile left no chance for Isabel to survive the attack. It was a tragic and heartbreaking end to a young life, one that would forever serve as a haunting reminder of the dangers that lurk in the wild. Did you find this intriguing? If so, stay tuned for more fascinating stories like this by liking and subscribing to our channel.